Don't, yeah, how about now?
Candy, how are you? Good to see you.
गगन के छोर भारत ने भरी उड़ान है। अब आत्मनिर्भर भारत से दूर ना आसमान है। प्रगति और विकास का आनंदोत्सव है। आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है। ये महोत्सव है नए भारत के निर्माण का, बलिदानों के सम्मान का, महिलाओं के उत्थान का, अब सर्व के कल्याण का। जन जन का उत्सव है, हर मन का उत्सव है। ये महोत्सव है, ये अमृत महोत्सव है। हर कदम आगे बढ़ाना है, एक नया सूरज उगाना है। हमने मन में ठाना है, स्वर्ग धरती पर ही बनाना है। नए संकल्पों का अवसर है, भारत माँ को नमन सौ सौ है। जन जन का उत्सव है, हर मन का उत्सव है। ये महोत्सव है, ये महोत्सव है।
welcome the Swarnim Bharat ki Aur, an event to celebrate the 75th anniversary of India's independence, and the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, would officially inaugurate and flag off the program that has been organized in collaboration with the Government of India's Department of Culture, the Ministry of Tourism, and the Ministry for the Development of Northeastern Regions of India. The national launch ceremony, organized in collaboration with the Government of India in partnership with the Brahma Kumaris, is hosted at the Brahma Kumaris headquarters, Shantivan campus. The Honorable Prime Minister is amongst the audience, and he has joined us through the live stream. Since the Prime Minister is amongst us, along with all our eminent guests, I would first invite Rajyogi Mrityunjay Bhai to please welcome the Prime Minister and honorable guests.
आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को मैं ये पुष्प के बदले के पौधा देकर के हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ, अभिनंदन करता हूँ.
Dr. Mrityunjay says Om Shanti on behalf of the divine family of the Brahma Kumaris.
ओम शांति. सभी आप ऊपर बैठ जाइए.
I would like to welcome the Prime Minister amongst us by presenting him a plant of Tulsi.
Should I give it to you? I don't know. I'll take it.
You want to cover it first?
No, I don't have a cover.
Welcome people to
Yeah,
come from the booths. In our program, you may want to make your way under the big tent. Thank you, Om Shanti.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this beautiful Sunday in the city of Novato. We are so fortunate to be here in a beautiful weather and amongst the greatest company we can have. So thank you all for being here to celebrate our Indian Independence Day 75th anniversary. Amrit Mahotsav says Swarnim Bharat Ki Aur, Soul of India. So it's good you started waving the flag time to time during the event. Feel free to wave when you feel like, and when you appreciate somebody says nice things, somebody makes nice dance. So get involved. Wonderful. So I'm Jignesh Desai, and this is Sister Elizabeth Padilla, and we are your MC for today's event. This program is in collaboration with the North Bay Hindu Center, the North Bay Indo-American Association, and Brahma Kumari's World Spiritual Organization. So let me give a little bit introduction of North Bay Hindu Center first. It's based in North Bay, as the name suggests. It welcomes the entire community to experience the Hindu culture and traditions through spiritual classes, children and youth programming, and religious festivities. India, we celebrate a lot of festivals. So they do a lot of festivities and celebrate festivals and also cultural events.
I also want to add, anyone I meet from the Hindu Center, they are just so eager to serve the community. It's been a blessing to get to know the Hindu Center very much. Thank you. And also we have a wonderful friend that we've known for many years now, it's been, and from the North Bay Indo-American Association. And it organizes events that are of interest of the growing Indian community in the North Bay, with activities for the youth and adults. And their goal is to bring the arts, culture, and fine cuisine of India to the North Bay. And so it's great, Seth, that you're here. And those who are here from the North Bay, okay, great. Welcome. And those of you from the North Bay Hindu Center, raise your hand. Great. Welcome. Wow. It actually fills my heart. I'm just so pleased to see you all here. Isn't it nice to get out on a beautiful day and be a community? Yes. Yes. And then our host here at the Anubhuti Meditation and Retreat Center is the Brahma Kumaris, World Spiritual Organization. I'm sure you know that. And this organization, as you know, has a prominent role for women to play in this movement. And we teach meditation that focuses on the being a soul, that I am a soul, and that this physical body is temporary. And of course, that all souls are intrinsically good, and that there is a source of goodness, the divine, God, however way you want to say the name. And so, yes.
All right. Thank you, Sister Elizabeth. So wanted to check in, who has been here to Anubhuti first time today?
Oh, wow, great.
Welcome.
Yes.
And who has been here and who is first time? Everyone. Thank you. So let me just say briefly about what Anubhuti means and what they do, a little bit about information when it was established. So Anubhuti name literally means place of experience. And I'll say for myself, every time I drive in through that driveway, I forget what's happening outside. I feel so peaceful, so relaxed, and it's just so beautiful and peace and tranquility at this center. It doesn't happen automatic, right? So sisters here and brothers who have been practicing meditation for many, many years, they have created this beautiful environment, and the nature helps as well. And as soon as we come inside the Anubhuti Center, we just feel connected with nature, with higher power, with yourself. So the center was established here in 2005. Is that correct, sister?
Well, we set foot in
2004?
2004, but it took us 3 years.
Right. So mayor knows how difficult to get permits, right? So we got through all the planning and mayor, all the county rules and all that, and we started serving the Bay Area community starting sometime 2010, 2009.
2007, actually.
2007.
Yeah.
So we celebrated 15 years of this center recently. And it's an amazing place, open for everyone. You can ring up sisters, and we have a lot of events, and I'll go over as we go through the program. I just want to take a brief moment to set the context for today's event. And we are celebrating two major festivals today. In America, during the holiday season, when the sale goes on, they say buy one, get one free. So today, that's the event. We have two festivities we are celebrating, the Indian Independence Day and the link of love we call Raksha Bandhan. So we are very fortunate to celebrate two events in one day. So let me tell a little bit about India, and many of you already know what India represents and all that, but just for context, India, also known as Bharat, we fondly call Bharat Mata, Mother India. And India, as you know, is an ancient country, approximately 5,000 years old tradition, the golden era. So I'm going to say a few sentences of a Hindi song. Jahan dal dal par sone ki chidiya karti hai basera, wo Bharat desh hai hamara. So where every branch of the tree, golden sparrows are residing, and that golden age Bharat is our country, right? So, and golden era of also what we call Lakshmi Narayan, complete perfection, truth, non-violence. As time passed, silver era of Ram and Sita came, where deities cherished pure air, water, and peace and prosperity. 4 great rivers, so many rivers in India, but 4 great rivers you may be familiar with: Ganges, Jamuna, Krishna, Kaveri, purest form of those rivers in that time of the silver era. As the time passed, we built a lot of temples, right, in the Copper Age. And if you have, many of you are from India, we have temples every corner of the street. And so we built a lot of temples, worshipped deities. And then we had an industrial revolution, British Raj, a lot of violence happens. And last but not least, the important era is now where India is and USA also highest democracy, the best democracy in the whole world. It's also known as a confluence age, where we get opportunity to transform ourselves and make the India purest one. There are a lot of initiatives by Indian government, Clean Ganges, and many environmental initiatives being taken. How do we transform, right? So that's the question. By building unity, like today, where 3 organizations are collaborating to put this beautiful event for us to celebrate. I'm just going to quote quickly. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Unity to be real must stand the severest strain without breaking." And our march for freedom is at much deeper level, right? It is about practicing our moral values in our everyday life and be respectful to each other. Our unity is almost like a link of love that we will be celebrating later. So welcome again. With that,
So just to give you a flow of today's program, we'll begin with hoisting the flag, and we'll be inviting our dignitaries onto the stage real soon. And they will also give us a special message. And the youth will also celebrate with us. We have some freedom fighters being exemplified today by the youth, and a dance that will involve all of us in an audience participation. And we will also celebrate together the festival of Raksha Bandhan. And this, we're going to tie each other in the bond of love as a wonderful gesture for humanity, beginning right here today. And so we also want to conclude today with doing a tree planting ceremony. And we thought it would be really nice to do that and have the kids, all of us, come and plant trees to signify not only for a good environment, to contribute to the environmental movement, but also to signify that golden age era that we are planting and planning for the future. And
yeah, with that, we like to invite on the stage Radhika Sitaraman, President of NBHC, Vipul Seth, President of NBIA. We have Mayor around here. We'll ask Mayor to come up, Eric Lucan, and then Council Member Mark Milberg. Come on up, sir. And Sister Hema, Manager of Anubhuti Retreat Center, please come on the stage. We'll just take a few minutes. Mayor is just coming back. So in the meantime, enjoy the light music. Those who, maybe I'll say a few things further on Anubhuti. Anubhuti Center offers multiple variety of events, and we hope when you enter the event today, hopefully you picked up some brochures, what you can take benefit of, right? So please ring up and come by for events.
yeah, he had to go to take his.
Right,
So
right.
should we just get?
Just give it 30 seconds. Yeah, Jayshri, you wanna? Yeah, once the mayor comes, we can do the. Then should we get the sisters also?
Introduce her. She's gonna sing the national anthem.
All right, let me take a moment to introduce Jayshri, Sister Jayshri Iyer. She'll be helping us lead in singing the national anthem of India. So she's on the stage. Also, at some point after Indian anthem is done, we are going to invite Meher, Shreya, and Naisha to sing the national anthem of United States of America. So I see Mayor just walking in, so we'll get started. Yeah, as soon as he gets on the stage.
She gets on the stage. Let me know when. First of all, wait for the mayor.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, here he is. Here you go. Well, the mayor's, okay. So we'd like to invite, the mayor's coming now with his son. So we'd like to ask everyone to rise as we sing the national anthem of India. And to sing the national anthem, we will be led by Sister Jayshree. It has rose petals in it. Should we just open it up? Go ahead. Actually, I don't need them. They're going to play and there goes. Jana Gana Mana Adhinayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkal Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mage Gahe Tava Jaya Gata Jana Gana Mangal Dayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He. And now I'd like to ask the girls to come up onto the stage.
Shreya,
Maher
and Naisha. Here they go. They can take this mic.
I don't know. Could we have the Star Spangled Banner, please? Okay, ready to sing? I'll sing with you. Oh, they've already played it. We can't hear it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, what the ramparts we brought were so gallantly streaming, when the rocket's red glow, the one first in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it for Shreya and Maher and Naisha.
Naisha.
Thank you, everyone. Be careful as you exit the stage. Not yet.
Thank you, everyone, for great participation. Next, we will have amazing youth will be performing the Freedom Fighter. And I'd like to introduce Jayshree Iyer, who is the secretary of North Bay Hindu Center, and she'll take it away from here.
Hello, everyone. Happy
Happy Independence Day. We have some very enthusiastic NBHC, North Bay Hindu Center youth volunteers who have agreed to present the lives of some of the famous Indian freedom fighters. So the first one who will be joining us is Shravan Sundaram. I would like him to come here. He's a sophomore, and he's going to be talking to us about V. Chidambaram Pillai. Shravan. You can just come back. We will have two more people joining him, so I don't want to interrupt the flow. So the next person after him would be Nitya Wetsa, who will be talking to us about Rani Lakshmi Bai, another great freedom fighter. And then it'll be followed by Dhanya Subramaniam, who will be talking to us about Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. And so here we go.
I, Palliyappan Olaganathan Chidambaram Pillai, was born in Ottapidaram in 1872. My father was a renowned lawyer and wanted me to follow in his footsteps. I pursued law, passed my pleadership exam in 1894, and returned to Ottapidaram to become a pleader in 1895. I was influenced by many freedom fighters like the Tamil poet Bharatiyar, and with the partition of Bengal, I entered politics and joined the Indian National Congress Party. I was a staunch Swadeshi and founded the Swadesh Shipping Corporation, the first shipping corporation run by an Indian company to have a port in Tamil Nadu during British dominance. I traveled around India selling shares in the company to raise capital. I was nicknamed Kappalotiya Tamiran. The British government and the city of Tuticorin were angered by the amount of Indians that were traveling in the Swadeshi Shipping Corporation ships to show their patriotism rather than traveling on the ships run by the British people. They vowed to end my corporation and seal my fate. My good friend and fellow revolutionary Subramania Shiva, as members of the Indian National Congress, regularly organized meetings in Tuticorin to protest against the British. Luck went in favor of the British when Shiva and I joined in supporting the labor strikes in the city, and I sold my entire asset to help them. The British told me and Shiva to stay away from the strikes, but we didn't oblige. Shiva and I were eventually arrested and produced to the district magistrate after celebrating the release of Vipin Chandrapal, a freedom fighter from West Bengal. While riots spread across the state, Shiva and I were arrested by Collector Winch and sentenced to 40 years of imprisonment. As torture, I had to run the seed grinding machine from which oil gets extracted. After many appeals, I was reduced to 4.5 years and was eventually released. The company I founded, Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company, had been liquidated. The irony was that the British Steam Company bought the ships. I moved to Chennai years later and eventually left the Congress Party, abstaining from active politics. I wrote many books on Tamil literature and died in 18 November 1936. For my contributions, the Indian government named the Thoothukudi port after me as Chidambaranar Port Trust. Thank you.
Manikarnika Tambe, also known as Rani Lakshmi Bai or Jhansi Ki Rani, was born on November 19, 1828 to Bhagirathi and Morapan Tambe. At the age of 4, her mother passed away, leaving her to be raised by her father. As a child, she was very talented. Along with reading and writing, she learned how to ride horses, fence, and shooting. Even from this little bit, we can see that she contrasted many of the patriarchal expectations for women in India's society at the time. As a 14-year-old girl, Manikarnika Tambe was married off to the Maharaja of Jhansi, Gangadhar Rao Newalkar, in May of 1842. The name Rani Lakshmibai was born, paying homage to the Hindu goddess Devi Lakshmi. Her only son, Damodar Rao, was born in September of 1851, but died a couple months later. As a result, the couple later adopted Anand Rao, the nephew of the Maharaja, and renamed him Damodar Rao. Upon the death of the Maharaja of Jhansi in November of 1853, Rani Lakshmibai and Damodar Rao were left in charge of the empire. As a result, Damodar Rao was being adopted. He was not treated with the respect he deserved. Under Governor General Lord Dalhousie, the British East India Company applied the doctrine of lapse, which stipulated that if the emperor died without a male heir, the empire would be annexed. In light of this, Rani Lakshmibai was offered 60,000 rupees a year as a pension, but she declined. The revolt of 1857 broke out in Meerut during the reign of Rani Lakshmibai over Jhansi, where she was regent for her son. Under the command of Sir Hugh Rose, British forces attempted to capture the Jhansi fort in 1858. He demanded the city surrender to him, or else it would be destroyed. He demanded, famously, Rani Lakshmibai proclaimed, "We fight for independence." In the words of Lord Krishna, "We will, if we are victorious, enjoy the fruits of victory. If defeated and killed on the field of battle, we shall surely earn eternal glory and salvation." During the 2-week battle, Rani Lakshmibai led an army of men and women, most of whom were trained inside the fort, valiantly against the British. Despite courageous fighting, Jhansi lost the battle. After the defeat, Rani Lakshmibai would take her son, who was tied to her back, and escaped to Kalpi on horseback. Along with Tatya Tope and other rebel soldiers, they went on to capture the fort of Gwalior. After the capture of the Gwalior fort, she advanced to Morar in Gwalior. On June 17th of 1858, a British squadron led by Captain Heneage found a large Indian force directed by Rani at Kota Ki Sarai in Gwalior. A fierce encounter ensued between the British and Indian forces. The Rani donned a Sawar uniform and fought courageously. About 5,000 Indians were killed. Rani Lakshmibai died while fighting in Gwalior on 18th June 1858, aged 30. Even though Rani Lakshmibai lost the revolt, she still was and is an important major figure in the history of the revolution as the first woman to take active part, inspiring thousands more to join the fight against the British, as well as setting a precedent for Maharashtrian women to learn the art of war. Jai Hind.
Hi, good evening. I'm always nervous when I stand to speak in front of a big audience, but today I'm going to be talking about someone who is never afraid to speak in public and will be taking a page out of her book and keeping it with me, quite literally. Her name is Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit. Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit was the first woman president of the United Nations General Assembly. She was born on August 18th, 1900, in Allahabad, India, to Motilal Nehru and Swarup Rani Nehru. She is known to the world as Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit. However, that was her name after marriage. Before marriage, she was Swarup Kumari Nehru. She had 2 siblings, Jawaharlal Nehru, her older brother, who was also India's first prime minister, and Krishna Nehru Huti Singh, her younger sister, who was a famous writer. Her husband was Ranjit Sitaram Pandit. Some sources tell us that she received a private education in India and abroad, while others tell us that she didn't receive a formal education at all. However, it's known to the world that she was an influential person in India's political history. She took her first leap into politics when she joined the AIWC, All Indian Women's Conference. She went on to lead the AIWC from 1941 to 1943. She also became an active worker in the Indian nationalist movement and was imprisoned 3 times by the British authorities in India. During the provincial elections that took place in 1937, Vijaya Lakshmi Ji was elected as the local self-government and health minister of the United Provinces. which also made her the first woman to be elected to a cabinet position in pre-independence India. In 1939, without saying the government, the British volunteered the Indian troops for the Second World War. Enraged, Vijaya Lakshmiji resigned her post along with several other ministers. Following her husband's death in 1944, Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit toured the United States and other countries, pushing for human dignity, equality, and rights. She also talked about the problems of colonialism and imperialism and the impacts they brought on colonized countries. In 1947, once India gained independence, she was appointed as the Indian ambassador to the Soviet Union and was the Indian High Commissioner to the UK. Both these diplomatic roles led her to become the president of the UN General Assembly in 1953. After 15 years of diplomatic work and travels to 3 different countries, Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit returned to India and served as the governor of Maharashtra from 1962 to 1964. In addition, she also served as the minister in Phalpur constituency from 1964 to 1968. Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit ji died on December 1st, 1990 in Dehradun, India. I'd like to end by saying a quote from her that is very worth remembering. Quote, "One can argue that in the context of history, a few years do not matter. But we live in an age in which every moment counts heavily, and the price of delay is human lives." Her words are still meaningful today. I wish everyone here advanced Independence Day wishes. Jai Hind, and thank you for listening.
So thank you very much. Isn't it nice to hear from young people with so much energy and vision for the future? And speaking of which, we have some children that would like to come and parade singing this wonderful song. Are you ready? Here we go. They're coming around the back.
Okay, exit over there. Thank you all. It was so beautiful. Well, it melts my heart for sure. Give them a big, please. And thank you to those three youths as well who played Chindamaram Pillai, Sharwan, Rani Lakshmi Bai, played by Disha Sharma, and Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit by Danya, and also all these little angels. Thank you so much for making this event so special. Okay, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Nitya Sharma. Nitya Vatsa. Thank you for correcting. Thank you so much. All right, so next we are going to invite Sister Radhika Sitaraman, President of North Bay Hindu Center. She is very active in the community and she's an educator. You need help, give her a call and she'll make a run for you. I can tell you that. And she has a love for social services. So please come and accept the little token of appreciation.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I need a little moment to kind of compose myself right now because there is so much love that I have received, and we are really honored to be part of this beautiful celebration. Very well done. So I would like to take this moment. My name is Namaste. My name is Radhika Sitaraman, and I'm the president of the North Bay Hindu Center. We are actually a nonprofit, and we geared towards the having a Hindu temple dedicated to the Mother Goddess in the North Bay. That's our focus, as well as encouraging the performing arts, and also to educate the community about the rich Indian culture and tradition. That's our focus. Please do visit our website, northbaytemple.org, and we have many things to offer. Please do join us. We are honored to be part of today's celebration alongside the Brahma Kumaris and the North Bay Indo-American Association, graciously hosted by the Anubhuti Retreat Center to observe and commemorate 75 years of India's independence and the glorious history of its people, culture, and achievements. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, that means the elixir of energy of independence. But as our young friends portrayed and displayed about the freedom fighters, let us not forget that what we call Amrit or nectar or elixir was the product of decades of struggle, resistance, and determination to unite the vast diversity of the Indian subcontinent to say in one voice, Vande Mataram, I praise the motherland. Vande Mataram. India is now recognized as the world's largest democracy, largely because of the efforts of the many freedom fighters, freedom movements, and visionaries who have worked hard to make India a land to be proud of, a land that we who are here in these United States, our adopted country, can proudly say is our land of origin. Today, sisters and brothers, let us take this opportunity to offer our pranam to the motherland, to Bharat Mata, and we invoke her grace to fulfill the idea of a modern India that reaches for the clouds while remaining grounded to its rich culture and traditions. that no matter who we are, where in the world we may be, or what we do, we should honor our sacred past, recognize our oneness that is mentioned throughout our scriptures, and continuously improve ourselves and our community by remembering where we have come from. We praise her, our Bharat Mata, with folded hands. Jhanda uncha rahe hamara, Vijayi Vishwa Tiranga Pyara. May our beloved tricolor fly high and fly free. Thank you.
So I have the honor of inviting Vipul Seth to the stage. He's the president of the North Bay Indo-American Association. He's a community builder, and he's also a very talented musician and singer. And so today we get to hear his lovely voice and singing to us by creating a wonderful mood or longing for our motherland of Bharat. And so he'll be singing "Ae Mere Pyare Vatan."
So I need a little help. I need one of these microphones. I'll give it to you. Microphone on. Good? Okay. Thank you. Well, it is my honor to be on stage here at this wonderful event and represent North Bay Indo-American Association. I know many of you are here from North Bay Indo-American Association and helped put this together, so thank you all for doing that. What I want to say today is we are celebrating the largest democracy, right? India just surpassed China as the most populous nation in the world. And we are doing that in the oldest democracy. So this is our Janma Bhumi, this is our Karma Bhumi, and we are so fortunate. Now, what I found interesting that we are celebrating Tiranga, the tricolor, and it is so interesting that the colors on the Indian national flag, the saffron, white, and green, and the red, blue, and white on the American flag have similar meanings. And so I want to go through those and sing 3 songs from Indian movies that signifies the colors on both the flags. So the saffron on the Indian flag stands for valor, for courage. And same, the red on the American flag also stands for the same. What it essentially means is don't mess with us, right? So one of the very popular songs, so I need effects. And you all can sing along with me. Hai mere watan ke logon, tum khoob laga lo nara, ye shubh din hai हम सबका, लहरा लो तिरंगा प्यारा, पर मत भूलो सीमा पर वीरों ने है प्राण गवाए, कुछ याद उन्हें भी कर लो, कुछ याद उन्हें भी कर लो, जो लौट के घर ना जो लौट के घर ना आए. Everybody sing with. है मेरे वतन के लोगों, जरा आँख में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी. The white on the Indian flag and on the American flag stands for peace, right? And for purity and for truth. So what we say is, while we have very powerful armies and don't mess with us, we seek peace and we are simple people, right? So the song I want to sing for that is, होठों पे सच्चाई रहती है, जहाँ दिल में सफाई रहती है. हम उस देश के वासी हैं, हम उस देश के वासी हैं, जिस देश में गंगा बहती है. Our values, मेहमा जो हमारा होता है, वो जान से प्यारा होता है. ज्यादा की नहीं लालच हमको, थोड़े में गुजारा होता है, थोड़े में गुजारा होता है. मिलजुल कर रहो और प्यार करो, यही सभी से रहती है. हम उस देश के वासी हैं, हम उस देश के वासी हैं, जिस देश में गंगा बहती है. And you know what the blue and the green signifies? It's justice amongst many things. It's about progress. India is an agricultural land, so it's about the greenery, right? The green. And you know what the blue stands for? Just guess what? It is the blue, the Ashok Chakra on the Indian flag is about justice. So the largest democracy in the world and the oldest democracy in the world have similar values, and we are all lucky to be celebrating both in this wonderful land. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vipul Bhai. Next, we'd like to invite Mark Milberg, Council Member for City of Novato, to come up. Mark Milberg has been serving City of Novato at various capacity. He's been on Citizen Advisory Committee and currently serving as a council member. Please come and accept the little token of appreciation. Joining by his fiancée. Come on up. He got one. Two.
It's a real honor to be able to enjoy and celebrate. I am just thrilled to be here representing the city of Novato and the city council with Mayor Lukin. My fiance, Lauren Sugarman, and I live in Novato and in Hamilton and just love this community. I'm amazed at how glorious your voices are singing together. It sounds like you've been singing together for your whole lives. So it's extremely beautiful, and it's a real treasure to be able to be here and to learn more about your community and what you have here. So thank you so much again for having us, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mark. And your wife's name is?
Fiance.
Fiance. Well, congratulations. Lawrence. Lauren. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. It really feels like community, and we've been very blessed to even be here. We feel that it was a godsend for us because this property had a hold on it. No one could develop it. So they kept reducing, because it cost several millions of dollars, of which we could not afford as a nonprofit organization. But because it was this restoration project happening out here, this property was held so that only a retreat center could possibly thrive here. And we've had a lot of help from the community and from our county and the city. So thank you so much. This is a very special day for us as well. And with that, I'm honored to invite our mayor, Eric Luken, the mayor of Novato. And Eric he's a native of Novato. He was born here, and he's a graduate from many of the Novato schools and a lifelong resident here. And we're very honored to have him and his family here.
Thank you so much. On behalf of the city of Novato, myself as mayor, along with Councilmember Milberg and the rest of our city council and the entire community, we are so honored to be able to just be here and to celebrate with you. We do have a proclamation that we have on behalf of the city of Novato and the council that I want to share and read with you all. But Vaishali asked if I would just reflect for a moment on the Indian culture and what it means. And okay, I'll talk into there. Thank you, Noah. This is Noah, by the way. He's not shy, if you haven't realized that. I had the great privilege of going to India a few years back and visiting Delhi, as well as going when I'm done, as well as going to Andhra Pradesh. And when people talk about India, it's they very often talk about the population, the amount of people, the quantity of the Indian population. But I can tell you, it's so much to me about the quantity and the richness of the Indian people and the Indian culture of what I took away, seeing that richness, seeing that culture here today. And I can just tell you on behalf of the city of Novato, we are so fortunate to have the community right here and the growing community right here. And you have the full support of the city of Novato. Along those lines, we have a proclamation. This is recognizing India's 75th year of independence. I'm just going to...
Can I talk?
When I'm done. I'm going to read just a little bit of it. Whereas India's Independence Day stands as a reminder of the sacrifices that many freedom fighters made to get independence from British rule. Whereas the government of India is celebrating the year 2022, an initiative of the government of India to celebrate and commemorate 75 years of freedom, of progressive India and the glorious history of its people, culture, and achievements. Whereas to commemorate this special anniversary, Novato's Indian community is planning a celebration that will be held on Sunday, August 14th, 2022. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Novato, on behalf of the residents of Novato, join the Indian community for the remembrance and celebration of 2022 as India's 75th year of independence in the city of Novato. So we're excited to celebrate with you. Noah, can we say happy 75th?
Happy 75th.
All right. And I'd like to present this proclamation now.
thank you, Mayor, for that beautiful proclamation for the organization. We really appreciate it. Next, I'd like to ask our own sister, Hema. She's the manager of Anubhuti Retreat Center. She has been Raj Yogi and teacher for 40 years. One thing, this place buzzes because she buzzes around here. So give her a big hand.
It's a great honor and a pleasure to see each and every one of your smiling face here. The name of the place is Anubhuti, place of experience. And honestly, tell you truthful, we've been missing all of you. I'm sure some of you remember the big events that we do here. And I think after COVID, this is the first time we had an event like this. And I can see each one of you radiating. So please come back again to your home, Anubhuti, a place of experience. Just know that we are here to love you, to support you in any way that we're able to help you. We're here for you. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you for taking your precious time and coming. And thank you for the so many wonderful volunteers that we've had to put this huge event together. I know that by ourselves we would have never done it. So thank you to everyone from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Hema. And now I'd like to ask Lena Duvadi and Shanti Rawat, and they're going to lead us in a dance. So everyone, please rise, and we're going to participate in movement together. So Sister Lena and Sister Shanti, welcome.
धानी पगड़ी पहने मौसम नीली चादर ताने अंबर है नदी सुनहरी हरा समंदर है देश रंगीला देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला देश रंगीला रंगीला मेरा रंगीला
आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो जय हो आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो जय हो शामे मलंग सी रातें सुरंग सी बागी उड़ान पे ही ना जाने क्यों इलाही मेरा जी आए आए इलाही मेरा जी आए आए
अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए 100 दर्द सहे महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे ना रहे मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका ना पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले
Oh, I think that was too short. It was amazing dance performance by two sisters and others joined. So, and you all joined. So that was so good. That's another big thing about Indian culture, right? Dance, food, and just hospitality. Those are the key characteristic of Indian culture. As I said in the beginning, we are celebrating two festivals in one day, and it is time to celebrate second half of our festivity, or more subtle, we call Raksha Bandhan, where a thread of love is tied to another person. It's a link of love. So I'd like to invite to lead us two great sisters. Let's see, Sister Diane and Sister Sukanya. It looks like as they're approaching, let me give a short introduction for them. Sister Diane Tillman, she's the director of BK Center in our Southern California Seal Beach Center. And Sister Sukanya Belsare, she's program manager at our San Francisco Brahma Kumari Center. So Sister Diane and Sister Sukanya, take it away.
Om Shanti. We have to match up that performance, huh? That was a brilliant, brilliant performance. Thank you, sisters, and thank you everyone for participating in that. Such a joy, such an honor, honoring two countries, the country we are born in, the country we are serving in. And this is only possible for all of us to come under one tent, under one canopy, because of love. We are all connected by nature with love, in love, and we are beings of love. This tradition of being connected with love, with this silken thread of love, has been going on for centuries. In India, this is celebrated as the festival of Raksha Bandhan, the bond of protection and love. I know we have met each other after a long, long time, so there is a lot of talking among each other. But if we all focus, if we honor this moment of being together in love, just to revere the space that we are in, the thoughts that are being shared, the dignitaries that are present with us, and all of us, thank you. This festival of Raksha Bandhan, which means the bond of pure love and protection. Pure love between whom and protection from whom? Pure love between the soul, the human soul, and the divine. It started with this recognition of the soul who is devoted in love with God. The books of history also speak of this celebration, saying that the valorous Rajput queens sending this silken thread, beautiful thread of Rakhi to the Mughal emperors who were invading their kingdom, their province. Today, the contemporary face of this celebration is between a sister and brother. All of these are indicators of pure love. Love that is natural, love that is freedom, love that brings hearts together. Sister Chandru, who was the Vice President of the Brahma Kumaris USA and the director of the West Coast Brahma Kumaris Centers, who is not in the midst of us today, but we certainly feel her presence. She passed away a couple months ago. Some of you had been participating in the memorial services in honor of her. She had a greater vision in 2003. She was working with the community here, with interfaith, with organizations, with schools, with universities, and she just had a thought that why not extend this beautiful expression of Rakhi, again very respectfully, if we could just for a few moments focus on what is being shared. That will be wonderful. Thank you. So her vision was to extend this link of love with everyone. Why not with everyone? Why restrict it to a group of people only? She thought of this project called Link of Love, which indicated heart-centered connection, heart-centered relationships, which the world very much needs today and would use today. This connection, a spiritual connection, which would extend in kindness, in compassion, in cooperation with each other, in understanding each other, with that heart of humanity and love for the divine. And so this project was taken to many, many places. It was very widely accepted and loved by the interfaith community and schools and youth and organizations. Everyone embraced it at that time. And so we are once again in her memory, in the honor of today's festival of Raksha Bandhan, we extend this link of love with you all. And I request Sister Diane, who would be taking us through this very sacred moment of connecting all of us with this link of love, connecting with the divine. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sukanya Ben. How many of you knew Sister Chandra? Raise your hands. Yeah, she would have loved to see you all here, but she's looking at us from up above. So, in the sharing of this Rocky, as Sukanya was sharing, a sister ties a bracelet on a brother, and the sister gives the brother love and blessings. And the brother promises to protect her. And so it's really a celebration of brotherhood. Do you think the world needs a little bit of brotherhood right now? A little bit or a lot? Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead you on a commentary. And all the children in the audience, do you know what a commentary is? Do the children in the audience know what a commentary is? What is it? I'm going to, what? It's like a single topic. Yes, that is very true. Very good. Saying what's happening. Oh, that's even, well, I'd say in this commentary, we're going to say what we'd like to happen. So what I'd like to do when I start the commentary is I want us all to think about two values or two qualities that we think the world needs most, and the qualities that we have. Our world seems to be going in one direction in terms of darkness, and in another direction in terms of light, which is lovely. But what qualities can we give to the world? And what quality can we each give to humanity? Because each one of us is important, and everything we do matters. What two qualities, does anyone want to share what two qualities they think would most change the world if the world was, if everybody in the world could do that quality instantly? Two qualities? Empathy. One more. So empathy and discipline. If everybody in the world did that, how long would it take the world to change?
I don't know about the second one, but
Empathy instantly. Lauren? Loving kindness and peace. Beautiful. Anyone else? Respect. Wonderful. Thank you. It would really change it if everyone in the world had respect for everyone else and make an incredible difference overnight. Anyone else? Knowledge. Acknowledge, to acknowledge each one. Lovely. Anyone else? Okay. So Satish Bhai, if you'll play some music. Oh, you're pointing to someone. Was there someone else that wanted to share? The thing is, the two qualities you named are different, but each one of you is right, if everybody did it. Okay, so let's go on a journey, and Satish Bhai will play some music. And at the end of the journey, well, I'll tell you what's going to happen, but you're going to do something with that ribbon in your hand. I would like everyone to relax. And just imagine that God is placing this beautiful light around you. Relax into that light of peace. Let any thoughts about the day go. And let that peace surround you. And now imagine the world just like you would like it to be. Imagine the interactions of people with each other. And you interacting with them. And perhaps you may picture yourself at the seashore, or in a garden, or a forest, or a soccer field, or here. What is nature like? And how are you inside? Human beings have created the world in the way it is. And we're in charge of creating the kind of world that we want. I think of one quality that I could give to the world. In my way of being. In my words. In my thoughts, in my actions. And I imagine what would happen if each one of us was to have that quality in the world. A quality that would generate brotherhood and harmony. And I imagine myself with that quality. just some other time. Maybe sometimes it may be hard to have that quality. But what would help? I tune in to God. Whatever, whoever I conceive that to be. And I say, God, if I'm really going to commit to having this quality with every person I see, I'm going to need some help. What help do you need, child? To believe that you are as beautiful as I think you are, as I know you are. To know that every soul is my child. Some just got corrupted along the way. But if you look at them, knowing that they're naturally good, they will see your fearlessness and your love. And in time, they will change. But meanwhile, wow, what a difference you will make. And perhaps God gives you a rose or a garland. And fills your mind with that quality. Let that quality flow over you. In your mind, in your heart, in every cell. Name your quality. And slowly stand up, feeling full of that quality. Everyone stand up. And stay full of that quality. And now I want you to slowly find, in 1 minute, a person that you don't know. And I want you to know that that person represents all of humanity. And tie their link of love ribbon on their wrist. And then they are to tie a ribbon on your wrist. And look at them with that quality and that love. Stay in a place of being as you do this. Satish, keep playing the music, please. Did that feel good? Yes. Okay, sweet souls. If you can see my hand, I want you to go into sweet silence. And everybody has a blessing card. Can you give that to someone? You can give it to each other. Also give your blessing card to that person. Elizabeth. Om Shanti. I would like everyone to sit down. Everybody raise your hand. Okay, can you see my hand? Okay, now I want you to wave it like this. Okay, wave it like this. Close, go into silence. You know, once I was a school psychologist at a school, and I went to a special ed room, and she said to me afterwards, she said, Diane, you get my kids so high, would you please put them down before you leave? So I wanted to have you all sit before our lovely Elizabeth comes up and gives you the next agenda item. Om Shanti, bye-bye.
Wasn't that awesome? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's been such a pleasure to have you with us. And my goodness, I don't know who's getting more benefit, myself or you. And Sister Diane and Sister Sukanya, thank you so much. Sister Diane has actually written many, many books for children of all ages, and they're quite popular, actually. So I'd let her lead anytime. So I would like to take this time to thank the volunteers. So I would first like to thank the tech crew. If you could come up, if you can. We have Satish and Jayesh and yes, Rupali and Dave. Dave, he's volunteered this sound equipment. Wasn't it awesome? He has his own sound business, and he just really believes in what we do here, and just to have them come up. And then we also have, do we have any of the, I don't think we have the kitchen and cook. We're gonna have a wonderful meal after this. So let's hear it for the cooks. And this is our tech crew. Here's some mothers that were in the kitchen. And then now those of you who helped with the booths, I know you're out there, stand up. That help with all the booths, setting up the booths from the North Bay Hindu Center, from the Brahma Kumaris, and from the North Bay Indo-American Association. Yes, thank you. And then also, let's see. Oh yes, decorating, and then the volunteers actually put up this tent. So let's hear it for the volunteers that put up this tent. It took them 3 days. There he is, Dwayne and Mohan over there. And the parking and everything. Thank you, everyone. And now, Jignesh is going to lead us in the next part, the concluding ceremony on tree planting. So, Jignesh.
Thank you, Sister Elizabeth. And thank you to all the volunteers, right? From all three organizations, actually, they came over last few weekends. You can imagine they all put together this themselves, right? So it's a big lift. And all the other two organizations also provided help, volunteers. This kind of event does take a lot of help, and we are really appreciative of everyone's help to put this event together. You wanted to say something?
Yes.
Yes, come on.
So thank you to all the kids who participated in the game. We have 3 people who won high marks, and this was the game where you had to find out whether it was an Indian state, city, or language, and also to identify the musical instruments. So can I have Sharva, Kanav, and Arjun on stage, please? Sharva, Kanav, and Arjun.
To come up to get your prize.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for the winner. Arjun here. Arjun, you're a winner. Come on up.
Yeah, while they're taking picture, we like to ask the 3 freedom fighters who played the role. They have their gift up here, so please come and collect your gift.
Their names?
It's change one. So. So while they're accepting their gifts and getting photo, please give them a big round of applause. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excellent presentation.
Next, we are, as Sister Elizabeth said, we are going to do tree planting. While I'm going to invite 2 representatives for all 3 organizations. Mayor is already around there. Council member, please approach the planting area. It signifies a new life, new beginning, right? And the environmental awareness that Sister Elizabeth talked about. While they are planting, we can all make our own commitment for environment. Plant tree in your backyard, plant country, wherever you can, do good deeds for environment, right? It's the one chance we have to protect against the climate change. So please, let's do our part. Also, while they are doing the planting, wanted to announce a couple of programs that happening here in Anubhuti Center in San Francisco. There is a guided Silence Day retreat happening Saturday, August 27. So please try to see if you can join. It's a whole day guided day retreat. Then we have Raj Yoga, which is the main foundation course of Brahma Kumaris. And we have offering in both Hindi and English, the stages of Raj Yoga and Raj Yoga Ki Avasthai. In addition, as I said, 7-day course, which is a foundation course happening August 18 to September 12 in English and also in Hindi. In San Francisco Meditation Center, they have every Friday meditation, 6:30 to 8 o'clock, live with the live harp that you heard Sister Kiyoko in the beginning. So she and Sister Sukanya jointly facilitates the live meditation. There's a World Peace Meditation Hour every third Sunday. And also they have workshops every Monday, 6:30 to 8. And all are welcome, no prior experience required, right? So please join. As we are concluding this event, we have a wonderful food cooked by mothers with lots of love. So please take as much as you can eat, but don't waste. We want to make sure that we are respectful for prasad. It's a Hindi word for pure food. So please make sure that we be mindful of that. They are congregating there. So again, we want to thank you everyone for coming. The nonprofit organizations run on volunteers and volunteer support. So please be considerate for their services. And with that, you've been awesome. Please join dinner, prasad, right after this. And thank you so much for coming. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much for joining with us for today's proud and auspicious occasion of the celebration of India's 75th Independence Day. Again, congratulations to you all. Thank you very much for joining with us for today's proud and auspicious occasion of the celebration of India's 75th. See you on Anubhuti's next events. Please take note of all the events we have posted in the chat and see you next time. Om Shanti.